Good morning, everybody. I hope you are well. Welcome to Monday Moments with Fran. And if it's your first time today, welcome. I'm so aware that I've got some new followers and it's great to have you over here on this page. And if you are not aware, Monday Moments was set up almost 3 years ago, really as a way to bring encouragement and inspiration on a Monday morning, which, to be honest with you, a lot of people find quite challenging. And so I come along and do an encouragement on a range of life areas and life issues. I talk by myself also, like today, I bring on some incredibly amazing guests. And so today I'm delighted to have with me Maureen. Welcome.
Thank you.
So Maureen, would you like to first of all introduce yourself and say a little bit about what you do?
Yeah, so my name's Maureen Hayden, and first of all, I'm a Christian, wife and mother to my daughter Amelia, and I've got my own aesthetic clinic in Sutton Coldfield where I carry out advanced aesthetic treatments and beauty treatments. And yeah, I've had my own business for just over a year now.
Excellent. Well, first of all, congratulations. It's
Thank
really
you.
a big step. As a business owner myself, I understand it's a huge step. So
Massive.
well done, well done. And just helps for those of us who are not very familiar with the term aesthetics, what that actually means.
Okay, so it's kind of like advanced beauty treatment. So if you go to a beauty salon, you would have treatments like manicures, pedicures, massage, and hands-on facials where they do a cleanse and exfoliate, which I still do, but I also use machines as well to do the treatments. So for example, my most popular treatment is hydrofacial, which uses a machine to vacuum suction out all your gunk or your blocked pores or your dead skin cells. And then I use a face peel, and then you go under a LED rejuvenation light to plump the skin and stimulate collagen. So I have a lot of machines that basically help me to help you and
Yeah.
treat my customers.
It sounds amazing actually, like and I think it's so much more than just a physical process, isn't it? And I titled this self-care because how we take care of ourselves forms part of self-care. And so what are some of the benefits and results you've seen for your clients when they come in and have some procedures?
Um, it's a wide range, really. I think for a lot of, I always say it's half and half. So in terms of skin treatments, it's half treating the skin condition, but the other half is actually they just want something for themselves. They just want to feel better. They want to feel more confident. Um, I would say most of the time it certainly isn't vanity at all. um, it is more to do with people want to feel good in their own skin. Um, and also some people just need a bit more guidance. Not everyone naturally knows what to do or how to look after themselves. So that's why I try my best to really take customers on a good skincare journey, but guilt-free as well. There's nothing wrong with spending time on yourself and really maintaining your body.
Yeah, absolutely. I love how you said guilt-free as well. I
Yeah.
think many times with adults and adult responsibilities, we kind of feel like we should be doing particular things. And the reality is, if we're not in a good space, if we're not feeling great, healthy, and energized, we're not going to be able to carry out all of these other responsibilities. And I agree, for a lot of people, how they take care of their physical or their skin and their well-being is incredibly important.
Yes.
Yeah. So if I can ask, what really got you into this industry?
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Like there's a story coming on here.
I'm trying to think the long version or the short version. Um, I think it's just something I've always loved. I've always been into skincare, makeup, beauty. I've just always really enjoyed it. I mean, I could spend hours looking at skincare videos. For me, that's kind of like my downtime, relaxing
Sure.
time. But I've just always enjoyed it. And Actually, originally I started a health and social care course at college, which is completely different. And I dropped out after 3 months because I just didn't have any interest. Took a year out and then decided to get into beauty. So I done my beauty therapy course. And then I went on to work at Selfridges, just selling skincare. Then I went to work at a private skin clinic, and I was a skincare consultant. So I was basically talking to customers about courses of treatments for laser hair removal, acne treatments, anti-aging treatments, and so on. I just kept kind of going through the industry, really. So yeah, and I've just always loved it.
Yeah. Yeah. Would you say that what you do is really part of your purpose?
Yes, and that's quite interesting actually, because for me, when the customers come into my clinic, I do want it to be a different experience to anywhere else. Firstly, I'm a Christian, so that has to be at the forefront of absolutely everything I do. And even in your job, you know, your faith can intertwine. It's a part of it. It's not separate. It's not something you do in a week and then it's different on a weekend. It's actually all intertwines. So it's little things like I'll have very soft music playing in the background. So I like to have instrumental jazz playing and just really set that atmosphere. And unintentionally, customers do open up a lot to me when I'm treating their skin, when I'm giving them facials. You know, they'll tell me very, very personal things, illnesses, you know, divorces, so many different things that they wouldn't even tell their own partner or their own parent. They're opening up to me. So that's actually my opportunity, you know, when I'm praying away at home, you know, to take those prayers to God.
Yeah.
You know, and it's a fantastic opportunity, really. So I certainly do believe it is my purpose to, you know, try and influence people in a positive way, but also to shine that light, and to give them a different experience.
Yeah, absolutely. And having visited your clinic myself, I can definitely testify to that whole experience. It's more than just a treatment, it very much is an experience. And I felt very comfortable and very, very welcome. And I guess just going back to the purpose aspect, one of the things that I'm so aware of is that when you and I as individuals really discover God's purpose for our lives and the areas that we're meant to, I'm going to use the word serve in,
Yeah.
you know, outside of the four walls of the church, there is a lot of satisfaction in it. But also what we find is that our purpose affects, so it affects other people. Our purpose is never really inward focused. It's always about how we help other people.
Yeah.
And so is there, and this is, you know, this is an unscripted conversation, but I was just reflecting, is there any one particular client, obviously not showing any details, that you've kind of worked with and you've just really seen some transformation in not just their kind of physical health and, you know, their skin, but actually just kind of on a mental and an emotional level?
Oh, there's quite a few actually. Yeah, I would say, where do I start? So yeah, I mean, especially I guess in this, I mean, we know we're in a second lockdown, but my first lockdown, that allowed me to, I thought, right, I need to stay connected to customers first of all. So I did, you know, I'd phone my customers just every now and again, send that on text. And there was a few customers that, you know, they live by themselves, they haven't got many family members, etc., etc. And I think they really appreciated me just staying in touch. But what's nice is to see the progression when a customer first comes to see you, because some of them I've been treating 7, 8, 9, 10 years that they've been with me, and just to see how confident they are. And I know we've all heard the term, you know, some ladies wear makeup because it's a mask, etc. Yes, that's true. But also as well, some people do have skin conditions. Um, Sometimes the skin really affects people mentally as well, where they can't leave the house. And although it might seem ridiculous to some people, to others, um, it's a very real place that they're in, especially if someone's got very bad acne, they're covered in spots, it's very pustulous. That can be very difficult. And to see someone go on that journey where their skin's looking better, they're coming in with less makeup because they can, because they've now got a choice. Um, that's really nice to see, and to see customers coming in and they're just happier, they're not holding the head down. Because I've had that where people come in, they're not really giving me eye contact, they're not talking, they're not very responsive. And to see when they're coming in, they're smiling, or even when they send me a little text and say, oh my gosh, I'm so pleased, I feel so much more confident. That to me, it makes me feel so good and pleased for them as well. Because as you were saying, we are here to serve, and in my job, I am serving people.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And that is the importance of self-care, isn't it? When people take the time out to invest in themselves and really grow and work. And I love, you use the term journey, and it's something that as a coach I use with my clients as well. It's they're on a journey of growing and becoming, and absolutely confidence is a massive thing. And so you mentioned we're all in this, here in the UK, we're going in a second lockdown. We're just over halfway through, and there's a couple of weeks left. So for those who are at home, is there any like 2 tips you could give to how they could just start something very small as a way of self-care when it comes to some of their routines?
So yeah, I think first of all, you need to have a routine, because I still have a lot of people come to see me that haven't got any routine whatsoever. So not even using a face wash or anything at all. So I think just something basic, using a face wash to cleanse the skin morning and evening. Keep it in the shower so you're not going to forget. Make sure it's at a reachable place. Exfoliating, so you're getting rid of all the dead skin cells. Your skin will just look a lot brighter. It will look smoother as well. And then hydrating the skin. Now that is such a simple routine that anyone can do. If you've got more time, then you can add in things like face masks. And depending on your budget, there is a wide range that you can use. So, there's things in Boots, there's Superdrug. If you aren't able to really invest in your skin, then, you could see someone like myself, and I could really tailor make a routine for you. But for example, at the weekend, I gave myself a home facial. So I'll put on some nice relaxing music, turn the telly off, turn my phone down as well. Because we're so easily distracted nowadays. It's quite hard to stay focused. And I'll just put all my products out, get my cotton pads out, and just take the time to really look after my own skin as well. So that's something that anyone can do, especially now as we're all closed, is just have some nice time looking after yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that. And so that definitely is the encouragement for this week, is take some time to look after yourself, give yourself a facial, like Maureen said, put on some relaxing music, and just really, be present with yourself. I think there's a lot going on, isn't there? Sometimes we're still not, I think, acknowledging the intensity of this time, and without guilt, without feeling aware about it, invest in yourself, because self-care is such an important aspect for yourself, but also in order to be productive and to get done the things you need to get done, you've got to prioritize you. So we'll leave it there for this week. But thank you so much, Maureen, for coming on and sharing with us on Monday Moments.
Thank you.
And guys, as always, have a great week. Don't forget to encourage somebody else. And I'll see you next week. God bless you.